Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Jim Will Shave. I'm going to do a head shave today. As a rule, I don't like doing a head shave on camera for YouTube, whatever, because I know a lot of people don't like to see that. But I've had a few questions. I think his name's Vic Carter, a new subscriber. He's asked how I shave my dome. A few people have asked actually. So I'm just going to go and do it. So that's what I'm doing now. Using the leaf razor. Lot can be very controversial. A lot of people knock these because it's resemblance to a car razor, but I can assure you it's not a car razor by any stretch of the imagination. It's an innovation. It really is. It uses it uses it uses DE blades snapped in half, so you're shaving with three edges. For the dome, I've used Mitchell's wool fat or Proraso menthol. I love the menthol feeling on the dome. It's nice and cooling, it really is. It's a great feeling. I've got a naturally oily scalp, so I don't bother with any pre-shave. I just wet the head, lather up, and I get in there. So that's what I'm going to do now. I like a large brush, like this 30mm Tux or my 30mm Big Jock silver tip. Well, I've got this at hand now, so this is what I'm using. The Proraso is a real good performer. Laura's up in no time whatsoever. So that will do. Short loading, but look at that. Just using warm water at the moment. Don't go over boiling. And face shaves are done with cold water, but like a bit of heat in the water when I'm using a leaf, just to save the gaps between the blades clogging up. But that's the only reason. Straight away, the Proraso kicks in. Very fast acting soap, the Proraso. It's a shame really. It's very underrated. Nobody sings its praises. Well, not many people. But it really is a class soap. Just make sure I've got enough lather in here for 2 passes. I normally do the dome shave within 2 passes. Be as quick as I can here. I know a lot of people can get very impatient with YouTubers spending an eternity lathering up. That's why I don't usually film my dome shaves, because then I just like to take my time, plod on. And I'm not a dome shaver by choice, it's through necessity. I'd rather have a full head of richly coloured hair than be balding, and what hair does start to grow becomes silver. It makes one look very old. So here we go. The leaf. The blades in it are Personna Meds. They're my favourite blades for the leaf. Long lasting. And I thought, I've got a ridge on the top of my head. I'm a 1965 forceps delivery baby. So I have this, it's like a deformity, so a ridge. So start one side of it, come over. All the way. You've got any bumps or lumps or spots on your scalp, you do have to be wary. You see the lather's just left behind there, a spot of lather. The leaf isn't getting to it, if you can see, because of the indentations in the skull. So you have to go into them from that way. But I usually get them on the second pass. Ears, pull the flap down, round the back. The hair's very soft around there. and no problems whatsoever. Here, on the edge of the ear flap, that can be problematic with the leaf. Because of the size of the head, the blades will not get right up to the ear flap. So to remedy that, just grab a dry flannel, stretch in that direction as far as I can, and I've got them. That's how I tackle that. That's the only problem area I have shaving the dome. Where I am now, on the, I'd call it the corners of the top of the cranium, whatever. You have to pay particular attention there, because they can be tricky. Back of the neck, I go from the nape, work out that way for the first pass. Going on sound and feel, sound and feel. While you're at the back of the neck, remember to shave below the hairline, because the back of your neck is hairy, and if you shave your dome nice and bald and you don't get the back of your neck, you're going to look pretty ridiculous from behind. I've seen it. I've been sat on a bus or whatever, on a plane, or there's been somebody in front, he's being a dome shaver by whatever means he uses, but he's not got the back of his neck, and it really does look bad. So that's the first pass on that side, just feeling around, seeing what's around, so I know what I'm going to tackle on the second pass. So going to the left hand side of the dome, same principle. Sometimes use a DE, but I don't find it as convenient because of the bumps and gnawls and old scars and stuff on the scalp. A DE does require a lot more work, but if I do use a DE, it's the outlaw here. Whew, this is a quick dome shaver, but not as easy to work with. Again, pull out, stretch those hairs out from the ear flap, got them. Pull the flap back behind the ear, again from the centre, the nape of the neck. I'm not actually going with the grain there, I'm actually fighting it a bit, but if the blades are sharp enough, you'll have no problem whatsoever. Again, remembering the neck. So that's the first pass done. I've got the heavy off. So I'll just lather up for the second. It's such a wonderful cooling sensation on the scalp, this Proraso green. So when it comes to shaving the dome, slickness is more important than a massive lather, I find. Even the wool fat, so it can dissipate, I can be left with no lather, but plenty of slickness. It's all about blade glide. In fact, there has been times I've actually shaved the dome in the shower with no soap, as long as the shower's been running and the water's been on the head. This hasn't been a problem, no irritation, nothing. Right, working in the opposite direction this time. If you're new to this, if you start to feel around your head, you'll feel that the grain does change in funny ways, but you'll soon get used to it. Also the sound of the blades will give you a good indication. So you don't want to press down with this leaf. Just let it glide. Take good strokes. Not soft there around here. I go in the same direction as I did on the first pass because it's so soft and you got it. The neck, I go from the bottom of the neck, from the nape, up towards the crown. Just moving the head slightly across, bit by bit, as I do it. Having a quick feel with the fingers, with the tips, to see what's left. But this is where I am now. That's where I have to pay particular attention. Feeling against the grain there, and feel the stubble. Other side, in the opposite direction. Listening to sound. Listen to the audio feedback. It's giving me clues all the time. This side of the head is so much easier for some reason. I know it shouldn't be, but it is. Just a little rough patch there. Find the direction. Go against it. Again, pull the ear flap back. Behind the back of the ears. Into the soft fine hair there. Other side of the neck, working from the nape to the crown. I really do find this is the most efficient way to shave the dome. I shave the dome every other day, so it's dome one day, face the next. So I am actually shaving every day. And it's like, I am CDB said, Christopher David Bailey. You can't understand why some people will go a week or more without shaving when they've got all these, an abundance of soaps, blades, razors, all sorts of products, aftershaves, the lot, you know. See? So, just gonna wet the hands, have a good feel around the dome now. And that feels pretty damn good. There's no need to re-lather up if you feel any stubble. Just use the residual slickness. Of course, if it dries out, you've got to touch it up with a brush a tad. But that's very rare, very few and far between that I have to do that. Feeling good. Of course, me, Mr. Spotty Jim, I always have a little spot or two on the scalp that has to decap. Pay particular attention at the back of the neck again. It's easy to miss there because of the size of the head of the leaf. You can sometimes miss something in the nape. So it pays to have a double check there. And that, my friends, oh, just a little bit of roughness here. You could get the remainder of the lather from your brush and lather mixed so I feel around. Well, I know that I don't need to, because that is BBS. I don't use any post-shave balms because, as I say, my scalp's oily enough. Within 30 minutes, the dome will be nice and shiny. So I don't want to clog any pores, nothing like that. Right, so that's just about it there. So just activate the Bluetooth, dry the hands. So there we have it. All that remains me to do now is rinse my head, make sure there's no soap residue left, clean out the shaving brush, clean out the leaf razor. That's it. Job's done. Job's a good one. Okay, I hope you guys are interested in dome shaving or have asked me personally. Hope you found that informative. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you further down the line. Bye bye now.